Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Danielle,
Danielle. Where were you originally born?
in Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida. Did you finish high school?
No, I didn't even make it to high school.
Oh, wow.
I made it to the 8th grade and dropped out. And then I ended up pregnant.
Okay. How old would your baby be now? Did you have the baby?
She's 19.
A grown woman already.
Yeah, I've actually got 6 kids, actually.
Wow. Have you ever considered that it's like a huge blessing that most people will never have 6 kids?
Yeah, but I'm losing one.
I know you're not able to be there for them, obviously, because you're out here, but do you realize it's still a huge blessing either way?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I miss my kids.
That is incredible. You have 6 kids.
Mhm.
And you said your oldest is 19?
Yeah.
You
It's
look
the only girl I got.
you look like you're
The
19.
rest of them are boys.
So you said your daughter's 19?
Yeah.
You look like you're 19.
Some people have said that.
Wow. How old were you when you said you were in high?
16?
You were 16. So you had her young.
Yeah. Had it right before I was 17.
That's difficult, but it's also incredible because you're still young and you already have. How do you feel about the fact that you have 6 kids? I know it's got to be
I love
difficult.
every one of them, even though they put me through a lot of pain.
Yeah. What makes you happy every day?
My kids and the one I'm with.
Yeah. It has to be so difficult to be out here.
Actually, it comes easy to me. Been out here for a year. I chose to be out here to be with him.
You're supposed to be out here. In other words, you could have a place if you wanted to,
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
but your loyalty to him matters more than that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that shows that you're a loyal person.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when things get rough, they run up and go. But he said he had a learning disability, right?
I spent 2 weeks looking for him when I first came out here.
Yeah.
It stayed out here until I found him.
So you guys have been through a lot together.
A year, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this environment is difficult out here.
I make sure everything's clean. I make sure the tent's clean. Make sure there's no trash laying around just because people won't leave us alone. I carry everything on my bike because people keep ransacking our stuff. Which I got like 2 campsites to go to collect some more
Did you
stuff
guys
for
like
them.
go to school together? How do you
No.
guys meet?
Chinese place.
Okay.
He was sitting up there.
Okay.
I actually helped him out years ago.
What did you like about him when you met him?
Everything, honestly. Especially his face.
Do you think that what you guys have been through together in these difficult times out here in these camps have kind of solidified you guys, made you stronger?
I would think so.
Because most relationships wouldn't last under the hardships that you guys are going through out here.
No, they wouldn't. They would go through one thing that we went through and they would be gone.
Yeah. But despite the challenges, you guys are still here together.
Yeah, because I love him and nothing can change that.
That's awesome. That's
why I
awesome.
stay around.
Yeah, because there's people that will live their whole lives in a mansion or something, and everything's perfect.
I'd rather be outside.
Yeah. And those years, when you were how long have you been on the street in general? You like homeless?
I've always gone outside when I was a kid. Chose to be out there because of my parents.
Where were you born? You said Tampa,
Yeah.
but you have a little bit of an accent.
It's probably from the Spanish, my dad's side.
Oh, you're Spanish?
Yeah.
Like Puerto Rican, Cuban?
Hispanic from Spain, from what I heard.
España.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandparents were born in Spain.
I heard that they changed their name when they came over here, but I'm not sure what it was. They gave the last name Lopez.
Is it hard not being near your kid? Are you able to see them every once in a while?
No, they don't let me. The state took them away from me, and one of them passed away in 2021.
Sorry to hear that. Obviously, I can tell you've been through a lot of trauma. Just this setting would be enough to make somebody have trauma, right?
Nah, this ain't nothing. Compared to what I've gone through, this is just a cleanup for me. I use shovels, rakes, everything.
Okay.
I've spent my year just taking care of him, just getting everything that he needs, making sure that he's good for the day.
being a mother of so many kids, do you feel like you kind of have like that instinct to always look out for other people, like a female instinct to look out and
I try to look out for everybody, but you know, you can only look out for, you know, the ones that want the help.
understood?
He's about the only one that wanted, pretty much, likes my help.
Um, what in the time you've been homeless on the streets, what's the nicest thing somebody's done for you?
Honestly,
Yeah,
just being with him.
that's the nicest thing, just
Yeah.
having each other. You think you're kind of selfless?
I don't do anything for myself. Never have. Yeah, I just found a girl that I gotta jump in a dumpster to get out of. It's actually right up there. I'm actually going to jump in to get it,
All right,
and I'm getting it for him so he can cook something on it.
cool. You found a nice grill.
Yeah, it's actually a small one on
Oh,
wheels.
small. You don't want to lose that, so.
I thought about tying it to the back of the bike and hauling ass to the parking lot.
What's the coolest thing you found dumpster diving? I know I used to dumpster dive when I was younger.
Let's see.
Or something you thought like was like surprising.
What is it called? The big thing that goes up and spreads out where you put a tarp thing over top of it.
Oh, like a canopy or something?
Yeah, so far I have found 3 of those.
Okay.
I just found one the other day. I jumped in and got it.
The dog. How do you feel about the dog? You like the dog?
The brat, yeah. He does stink though.
Okay.
His farts is worse than mine. He's gags a maggot.
I tried so hard to get your interview, and now I'm the one that's freezing. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Do you see you and him in the future, like living not on the streets?
I try to.
You trying to get out of this?
I'm trying to give him a home.
Okay.
Since I started.
He told me that he went to special school, so wouldn't that kind of be like if you walked in the SSI office and be like, hey,
I
would
told him
think
I
that
can help him with it, but you know,
you guys should do that.
he has to let me.
Also, you told me I'm not forgetting. You mentioned you also had some type of issue with this. You got hurt.
Yeah, broken leg, met a bar in my leg from my knee to my ankle with screws and bolts.
So because it's a legal thing, we'll stay off that. I'm sorry you're going through that. When you dealt with that, you were on the streets. You're
Oh yeah.
okay. That's difficult. I mean, to be out here and be
It
hurt.
is. When I start to feel the metal bar in my leg,
Yeah.
it pops really big. It moves the bar back and forth.
Okay.
It's actually slowly coming out.
Okay. Just to help you with the legal aspect, we'll stay off of that. But I'm sorry you're going through that. I don't want to, with the legal aspect of it.
He wasn't there, but he knows pretty much everything about it.
Okay. What was your like early childhood like, other than before the pregnancy and all that? Like,
Pretty much, I had to deal with my mom and dad arguing all the time. They never stopped, so I stayed outside.
so it's kind of like difficult, you could say.
Yeah. Well, that's more like camping, you know,
Okay.
just without the tent when I was a kid.
Do you think if you had had a normal childhood, in the sense that like more,
I would be in the head, yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
so like, a lot of people when they see somebody who's homeless, we just like to put the blame on a lot of people. Not me, I don't. I listen to people's stories, but a lot of people just like to assume that everybody that's out here is out here because they messed up. But in the case of you saying,
Most people are out here because of something that happened to them.
yeah,
Just like no different than who they are. Something happened that they had to go through for them to be out here.
yeah,
It's not their fault.
I agree.
Sometimes it's harder to get off the street than you think because it costs too much to be in a place.
Yeah.
It costs more than one person just to pay rent. Disability doesn't even cover that.
No, I know a lot of people get disability, and then actually when you get a disability, well, you guys are still young, but once you get older, like if you're out here with
I've
disability,
actually got a case on that too. Disability's been almost 2 years.
yeah,
If I get him on it, that may cover rent or may not. We don't know yet.
two disabilities will.
It depends on how much they give you though.
Um,
My mom used to get 800 and something, I think, but then they dropped it down as soon as my dad got it. Dropped it down to $67 a month.
yeah.
It's right before she ended up passing away in 2019.
I think you guys are both disabled. Literally, it's crazy. People in society just think that everybody that's out here, it's just because of addiction or this or that. But like in his case, for example, if he was starting, he's clearly has mental issues from youth, and he's a beautiful person, and I don't think he deserves to be out here. I don't think you deserve to be out here.
He's got a heart of gold, and I've done nothing but try to get him home, and I'm still trying.
Yeah.
Even if me and him was to split up, I would still try.
Yeah.
And give him everything.
Yeah. I don't think you guys should split up. I think you guys should stay together. It's not easy. It's a very stressful environment. The girl. Is that for you or somebody else?
Can't understand what they're saying. Sounds like they're calling a cat.
Okay.
There's all kinds of people that come around.
Right. Yeah, I get you.
There's also one that was yelling for two cats that was two separate names that sounded the same. I guess because cats were black. I don't know.
Yeah. In Spanish, it's not a bad word, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, negrita.
That's what they do.
That's what they calling the cats. Yeah, negrita. That's like little black
Yeah.
kitty.
There's a couple of cats out here.
I mean, as a society, it's frustrating that you guys being homeless, the assumption would just be that you guys have bad habits, blah 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 blah. But like you're telling me that from youth, you've practically been almost preparing for homelessness since youth. You didn't really get a choice. If you had a better opportunity, you wouldn't be here. And him, the same. It's like, so with society's prejudice of the homeless, does that? I'm sure it makes your guys' life 10 times harder than it has to be.
I know that pretty much the only thing that becomes hard out here is having to move from place to place because the cops won't leave you alone. So I 5-0 wherever they are.
Yeah.
You know.
Have you ever been arrested for like trespassing or anything like that?
Not for trespassing, no. I just recently got arrested and put in for 21 days for drugs.
So yeah.
If somebody decided to mess with my trailer.
Yeah.
Because I don't keep my, I've got a ton of bags and everything else, and the only reason why I do because it's the only thing strong enough to cure the pain.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what pain is. I stopped taking my medication because I didn't want to be messed. Well, it wasn't like I didn't want to be messed. Like I can't do what I do. I gotta drive to different cities.
Is what gets you.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Your body wants it, not your mind.
Your mind. Well, me, it's the mind.
Your body has to have it because it's hooked on it or whatever chemicals in it. The doctor's offices.
It's crazy.
Ain't it?
I have really appreciated it. Is there anything else you'd like to say about yourself, your story you've been through? I think
I'm still gonna spend my life out here doing what I gotta do for him.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I really appreciate it. She's like, "Vamos, papi."
Is that supposed to be?
She's calling the kitty.
I know that's not Crazy Rachel.
They're calling the kitty.
Crazy Rachel usually does that.
Is there anything else you want to say about you? Like, you just get off your chest or anything that you would like to know people about you?
No, I'm just a pretty dope rainbow. That's all.
Okay. I really appreciate you giving me your story. Thank you so much.
Let me know if it tastes like Skittles, though.
No, you did great. Thank you so much, okay?